This literally just reminds me of that one. They found a funeral, like a Viking funeral pyre of like this one. They found out it was like an older woman who had like, I don't know. She wound up like rising to, yeah, not Pyramid Head, Blue Fox, Basket Head. Hashtag Basket Head. I'm sitting here trying to remember what the hell it was now, and basically she was a badass and rose to prominence in Viking society. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. But now I'm just thinking about the one that went to America, brought a bull with them because they were going to colonize America before anybody else did. And this was after her husband tried and failed, and maybe he died, or was he the one that ran away? Anyway, most of them ran away from the Native Americans, but then a bull got loose and was very pissed off. And the Native Americans had never seen a bull before and didn't know what the hell this was. And then this lady she like ripped open her, I don't understand. I was like, how much of this is true? Why would you rip open your shirt and then grab an axe? And between her and the bull running at them, the Native Americans ran away, and she was yelling at the Vikings for running away. Like, you fucking cowards. Anyway, they wound up leaving because it was a bad neighborhood. It's probably Jersey or something. So, yeah. Beatrix. Anna. What do they have, like 3 names? Beatrix. Kungundalt. Christina. Dorothea. Els the Destroyer. I was also actually looking for a short one, so because the last time we tried to do something with like Stash von Kikeraz, it didn't fit. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. I remember. Name it Harper. She ripped open her shirt for better mobility, obviously. Yeah, when the story was talking, I think this was an extra credit story. I'm almost certain it was on YouTube. I thought she was going to like tear it open and like drag the blade across her chest or something and just freak them out more psychologically, as though a raging bull, a creature they'd never seen before, wasn't bad enough. Oh, I guess at the time, the Vikings probably didn't know they'd never seen a bull before. But they're like, they fear the beast, become the beast, reject. I was about to say modernity, but yeah, it would still be modernity at that time. Restoring peace. It's been a while since I played this. I wonder how bad it's going to be. I was supposed to turn off the King's Tax. Well, no, the King's Tax has been made easier, so it's fine. I guess I do like the straw hat until we get, more peasanting. All right, pause the game. What's the message? Yeah, we're going to do the thing. Thanks, bye. Where are we? We are in Immeruth. I don't think I've built here before. And we're in a corner. And he already owns 2, doesn't he? Yep. Okay. Typical shit. What do we have? We have iron rich. I have never started. That means we can't farm for shit, can we? What's our farming look like? Emmer. Well, you know what? Our last playthrough was cursed. And we still won. So this will be a nice, relaxing playthrough. What do we got on flax? We still get bonuses to flax. Barley's a bit of a challenge, so we'll focus on that one. Why is so much near the King's Road? That's weird. Okay, well, I was gonna make that the town center. Where's the water? Fucking course it is. Yeah, this is basically supposed to be the town center, right off the King's Road. It's rich fertility if you have only one rich resource. Doesn't matter the resource. What? No, so I've got +3 everywhere for this. And then, rye just... I'm not going to need rye on this playthrough because just look at that. That's nuts. We could probably do barley on... I don't want fields down here. That doesn't make any sense. Like, look at this. This has already got the infrastructure here. You get the King's Road here with the trading post right off of that. This is going to be a center of industry. We're going to have to cut down all the trees. Perfect, because none of this is particularly good. I mean, because your iron is the only rich. Look at the region with 2 rich... Oh. So if I only have 1, that means you're automatically going to have good farmland, is what you're saying. I was wondering about that because I looked and I was like, oh, iron's rich. What else is? And I saw nothing else. And I went, huh. So if we go over to these then, because they have 2, that means they're going to have... Nuzlocke should have shit fertility, but can I tell? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I mean, they have some fertility, but it's not like ours. Which, frankly, these suck. So yeah, we probably got, if not the best, one of the best starting places in this game. We got brigands. We always have brigands. We have to hit them quick, but we can't. He's eventually going to start coming in, and he will come in. How much you want to bet? Even though he's like based over here, he's going to come in from this side and attack them right there. And there's no way we're going to be able to get there in time. So, beginning of the game, we don't need to worry about that. Beginning of the game, we need to worry about berries. Where's our hunting? Over there. I need to change that tone to like a beep. Or just, oh, it's pretty low. I don't know. I kind of like that. The Westminster chime. This is why I was hesitating starting into the game, because I've noticed, like, we can sing it. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I should switch the stream info, huh? Well, I had mods that could do that. Yeah, whoa. Change the title to the same one I always use. New patch. Start from scratch. Done. Yeah, I don't need first playthrough on this one, do I, guys? For those of you who know what we're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I've started about just thinking maybe we'll just do like just chatting for the first 2 hours, or like a game where I don't have to think about it, and then Fox After Dark when people are going to sleep, or just want a voice to fall asleep to. Do that kind of thing. Competent mods? Are you crazy? Those are a myth. Those don't exist. We gotta ask Harper when she gets back, if she comes back, what the deal is with these hats. Like his, okay, it's a hood, but also, what is with all this extra fabric? Like, I thought they were supposed to be efficient. So what, why? And then this guy's just like, he's got this sock. Is this just a fashion thing? This doesn't make any damn sense. Mandy tried to walk out today with a jerkin that looked like this, and I'm like, no, you need a belt. It's to keep the sin away. Do you have Noitut? I don't think so, but I do know that's a game. At least I've heard of that one. All right, what say we go through and get berry stuff taken care of. They're going to be really pissy because I'm not going to put houses up right first, but they'll be pissy if they don't eat either. Or maybe we should try... No, I don't want to jeopardize this. This is actually a good start, so I don't want to jeopardize it. We'll work on houses after we get food, because those were screwed. So, quick and easy. Where's the berries? You know, we'll run the road second. But the berry construction, where are they? Right there. I think we need multiple, because the berries grow at a rate that I was just not prepared for. So we'll eventually need multiple, I suppose. We don't right now. How close can I get? You can put them like right here, really? And that won't hurt the berries? All right, let's try this. Spurred. Oh. I was like, I don't trust that. I don't fucking believe that. I'm pretty sure that's going to screw up those bushes. It probably saved game. I haven't actually done anything yet in the game, so it's probably already auto-saved. But we're going to be like, for that. We're going to see just how much we can min-max this horseshoe. Is the berry still there? The berries are indeed still there. We're basically growing a berry garden. I don't know if you're growing berries, I don't know if it actually counts as a garden, but that's fine. Oh, Noita is a Twitch integration. It's fun with chat. We do need to, get back towards more integration. I think it has to be one of those ones where we're just going to do it for certain days. Or, I mean, if we keep playing through, like if I get into a cycle, I'm pretty ADHD. How could you tell? If I'm playing a game that I played before and we're doing it over and over again, then yeah, that would be one. A lot of the games we used to play in the past were story based, and I wanted the story to be first in forefront. Right, so
Hashtag no spoilers.
Hashtag no spoilers. But this one, yeah, we played through for early access games that I've gone through and being like Infection Free Zone. If we were playing that again, that wouldn't be a problem. So we've got a berry forging hut going up, Harper.
Well, good. I'm very proud of you.
I know you are. You didn't say good boy. I almost got to do that with it.
Do you want me?
No, that doesn't actually do anything for me. I grew up on a farm. I heard good boy and good girl all the time.
It's not for you. It's not fucking for you.
Where's the oxen gonna be? Rot chair. The hitching post. We're gonna hitch up. Why did I put it there? It doesn't matter. We can move it. We're gonna get a granary closer to where I kind of want the center of town. We'll need a well. I feel like we should keep it pretty close beforehand, though.
Soon may the Wellermen come. No.
I guess that makes sense that the Wellermen would be the guys who dig the wells.
Except they're not.
They're not? I was about to say.
No.
I was like, I didn't think that's what that was, but now I can't think of a better... Do they make people weller? Are they doctors?
I mean, so, alright. My knowledge on this is shoddy at best, so don't take my word for it, but from what I understand, the Wellermen were basically the supply chain for especially whaling ships.
I was going to say, is that medieval? Because I swear that's a...
No.
That's a...
It's post-medieval. It's kind of between 17th and 18th century.
Yeah, you were singing a sea shanty there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear I heard that recently on my YouTube Music.
Soon may the Wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. I don't actually know the words, but I know the tune.
Have you heard the Pirate of the Saskatchewan?
I actually have not, no.
I mean, obviously we can't play it on Twitch, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, after stream, at some point we're gonna play it because it's fucking hilarious. If you guys haven't, I know there's at least two versions. I prefer the female vocals version, but it's something like the last pirate of the Saskatchewan. It's Canadian pirate, and it's fucking hilarious.
Aw, yeah.
A blind man or a fool, or perhaps a blind fool.
There's an Irish pirate song. It's a lady pirate. I need to find it, but yeah.
Oh, for a second there. All right, we need to be able to chop down trees. Lumber is actually probably the first thing you should be building, like a lumber camp. And these move around so much that it really doesn't matter. Probably a well, too. We should get a well. You know what scrimshaw? Harper will know what scrimshawing is. I don't know how many other people, without Googling it in chat, will know what scrimshawing is. And I only know it because it was a skip. If you guys don't read SCP, which is basically creative writing, you should. If you like that kind of thing. If you don't, no, I don't care. You do you.
I feel like I knew what scrimshawing was at one point, but it has been replaced by other more important knowledge in my brain.
It's not something that's going to come up with a lot of literally what anybody does.
That's fine.
Zalzbub says, I only know it because of fantasy books. Yay, more TED Talks.
I'm so sorry. I've ruined your stream forever.
We literally have the tag scuffed stream. You can't ruin it. It's already broken. I can I will fox it later. What do you think of that?
Well, then next time I'm here, I'm going to set up my entire dye works and I'm going to walk people through how to successfully dye fiber.
That's fine. I don't think the HOA cares what happens outside.
Oh, really?
Not out back, anyway.
Sweet.
Out front? Yeah. We actually have a dye works in the game. The fuck is it? I don't need it for quite a while. Here we go. Dyer's Workshop. Converts berries into dyes. What do you want?
Ooh, what kind of berries? Wait, hold on. I'm really curious. I'm really curious.
They're blue.
What kind of blueberries? Other than blueberries, fuck off.
You can't actually, see, it just says berries.
Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. Okay.
Well, it's early access.
So-
Calm down, Harbor.
I want accuracy.
So much for, giving favor to Polish developers. That didn't last long. That's right, Beaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm skinny and orange. People can just imagine me that way. It's fine.
Rice says finishing the skip list is on my bucket list. The skip archive.
Now I have to draw a skinny orange ferret with like a shock top. It's gonna be my new avatar.
I heard Mandy laughing from that one. I don't even know where the fuck she is, but I heard that one. Yeah.
She's in the walls. The call is
Game
coming
over,
from
man.
inside
Game
the house.
over. The microphones, the weird thing is I have really good hearing, but the microphones are set to a level of sensitivity that if I have earbuds in and the microphone's on, I can hear more than I can with my ears.
I think that makes you a creeper.
I don't explode.
You're also not green.
Yeah. It doesn't work on me. I know it freaks you out when I do that. Maybe that shit where she's just like... It's like an eye around the
That
wall.
freaks my cats out and then they run at me. It's really cute.
It freaks them out or they switch into
Yeah.
predator mode?
They kind of like, they know it's a game, but they're like, oh boy.
Uh-oh, it's
Oh,
game
boy.
time.
Here we
Game
go.
on.
Here we fucking go. And I'm just like,
Mom's playing.
Mom's playing.
It's go. And the market's still set up, thankfully. I mean, it's on by default. I wish it wasn't. But I think at least Strike Gaming was like, yeah, it's on by default just for new players. But yeah, I'm one of those people, I'd be like, I would rather have it off. I'd like it to be an option for it to not be on because these people are
I
supposed to be
would
picking
like
berries.
to not.
Yeah, could you not? And we are going to need a granary pretty quick here. This is going to be the center of town. I still haven't figured out where the layout's going to be. The topography looks like... I don't have to do anything because this is already where roads come off. This is a hill. The church will probably be up here. We're going to cut all of these trees down. And I would love a topographical map mode, just like, here, delete all the trees for a second. I just need to see this from an engineering standpoint. But clearly you wouldn't be able to do that in medieval times. So, fair. Figure it out, you fucking peasant.
Yeah, there weren't really drones. You couldn't get that nice top level view.
Drones, we call them peasants. Would you just dig the hole digger?
I don't think the peasants could fly. I mean, to be fair, you could use
Worker
a trebuchet and fling them, but I don't think that their assessments would be very accurate.
But I don't know how to write, sir. Well, we should have figured that out before we threw you into the goddamn air. Who's in charge? Somebody's being beheaded for this.
I didn't vote for you.
You're damn right you didn't. Now get back to work, you hole digger.
Oh, there's some lovely filth over here, Dennis.
I'm going to make an interchange. Anyone near DC, we got Springfield coming up right here.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, yeah. This is Springfield now.
Why? Why would you do that to your people?
Mixing bowl.
Why would you do that?
Welcome to the mixing bowl, motherfuckers.
No. Oh my god, you're the worst. Like a German sausage. I mean, you're in Germany, right? So
Yes,
they're
technically
Wurst.
Franconia. It's not technically Germany yet. It will be. In fairness,
and-
I have not
and
made
you-
a full-ass cloverleaf on multiple floors of it. So it's
And yet you will be der Wurst.
yes. I don't know what I can even fit in here, but a granary does have to come up. Watch this be the first one. Like, we get the easiest goddamned, like, option right from the start, and it will be, the first one I actually lose, because I'm not really taking it seriously.
Our Lord fucked up our roads. He sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a tool.
A little gas station in here.
No. You suck at civics.
I They're generally good, but you're here to bother with doing it poorly.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
No
I'm
problem.
so glad that I could encourage you in this way to make
Yes.
things more interesting.
So we've got people working doing hunting. We have people working on the berries, which are important. And then we have 3 families assigned to getting other stuff built and other things moved out of the way. Specifically, all of the food that's just sitting around out here needs to be put into a granary. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, yeah, it does. Otherwise, you're wasting food.
I mean, I understand the bread, you would dip the bread, but not in rainwater. In that
So-
case, the rainwater's being dipped, or the...
It's interesting that they made bread right away. So typically, oh no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna ruin the stream of knowledge. I'm gonna shut up.
I mean, I was just gonna say dumb shit, so if you want to say smart shit to counteract it, that's fine. I'm wearing a cowboy hat playing, because we weren't supposed to play this tonight.
Do you want me to get you a better costume?
I have to switch into, like, I'm gonna have to switch into a workout shirt. You know what? Say dumb shit, and I'll go switch to my gambeson, because that's the
You
big
expect
one.
me to say dumb shit? Ooh, that's a new standard.
Okay, say smart shit?
Okay. All right. So typically, the reason why we have so many ways to preserve food, we have smoking, we have salting, we have pickling, and we have basically candying or sugaring. So sugar is something that what are you bitching about?
Does this look like my my avatar?
I don't know. I haven't watched in like a month.
Does this look like the individual that you were shown in the patch notes? The woman?
No, it looks the opposite of the woman.
Yes. What the
That's a lot
fuck?
of matter that went into your clothing. I'm very impressed. And a lot of indigo that went into your tunic. That's nice.
Let's look at the shoes.
Your shoes are very good.
pointy.
They're very pointy, which is good for foot shaping overall, especially if your foot shape is going to change as you continue to use your feet, which happens a lot actually with humans. Your stockings are also dyed with madder root. That's very impressive. The trim on your cloak is very nice. That's a silk trim, if I'm not mistaken.
How do you know it's silk trim?
The luster.
Oh, because you're not gonna get white like that otherwise, unless you use
Not
guess
that
the yard.
shiny, no. That's a very nice trim, man. Be thankful to your tailor.
Yeah. Also, why does my hat flop? Why does everybody's hat flop?
So in that particular case, what they've basically done is they've wrapped a piece of fabric around something to make that little donut around your head, and then it's kind of gathered in the middle, and then the excess is just kind of put on top, and it flops to one side.
Why? Why wouldn't they? Then why wouldn't you just have less? Like, look at this guy's head. What is this?
It was the fashion.
Okay, so it's just fashion. It's supposed to be stupid. Got it.
It's just the fashion of the time.
Right.
I wish I had an answer other than that, but it's just the fashion of the time. But it's very accurate, and I praise the developers for putting that in because it's actually really cool.
Yeah, they've got at least one guy that is super historical about stuff. And I remember being in the Discord server, watching someone come say something about medieval armor or something like that. And they're like, oh, this part here wasn't, you're a very pretty lady with a very large beard. This part wasn't historically accurate. And one of the, I don't know if it was a community leader or a moderator or something like because they were talking about concept artwork or something like that that had recently been added to the game. And they're like, well, this part here isn't historically accurate. And they said, we have so-and-so on the team, and he's
And you'll find that he's
painstakingly, he's very careful about making sure things are accurate. And they said, we'll show this concept art to him. And they said, he drew that.
He did it. Yeah, I
He
was
drew
about to
that.
say he probably
He's
did
seen
it,
it.
didn't he? Yeah.
And it's accurate, and you can just go the fuck away now.
Yeah, like
Sit
fuck
down,
off.
son.
Your modern aesthetics do not hold a candle to medieval aesthetics. Good luck.
I don't remember what we were going to have Harper talk about, but I have to change my shirt. So
Yeah. All right. So
I'll be right
I'm
back.
actually going to go ahead and start going into medieval head coverings. So the whole purpose of medieval head coverings, you'll notice that in period you have people who are a lot more adamant about making sure that their head and their hair are covered compared to modern times. Part of that is that people spent more time outside than they do today, which especially in that region meant that people with fair skin needed to make sure that they didn't get hurt by the sun. Someone who is very pale skinned today, that resonates a lot. The other thing was that the caliber of personal hygiene then versus now in that region was not quite at the same level as it is today. You really only had one type of soap. And that kind of soap was used to wash your whole body, your skin, your body, your face, your hair. And obviously, washing your hair with that very harsh scouring soap was not great for your scalp. So people tried to do it as little as they really could, which meant that they basically had to cover their heads to reduce the amount of dirt that got onto their heads and to reduce the degree to which they kind of exposed dirt to the rest of the world and also to keep themselves looking nice. The other thing is that so for men, traditionally, long hair was not a taboo standard, but it was much more common for women to have long hair. For those of you who have longer hair, my hair reaches about to my waist. And there are times, especially when I'm doing manual labor, yard work, that it definitely gets in the way. A very good way to make sure that it doesn't get in the way anymore is to plait it or pleat it, to braid it, and then tuck it up. There are other methods called taping, where you basically take ribbons and use that to reinforce the styling of your hair and to pin it up into particular fashions. And then on top of all of that, you would basically put some sort of overcap or coif and keep it all in one place so that it did not go everywhere. It reduced the need for washing, it reduced the need for combing and maintenance. It was basically a way to kind of cheat yourself out of having to constantly care for and get your hair out of the way. So that's part of the reason why head coverings are a lot more common in medieval times. There was also a religious aspect and a courtly aspect where it was thought that you should not wear outside of the church, you should wear a hat, but in front of God and in front of your monarch, you should not. Which is why it was so common for people to remove their hats, remove their caps in front of their monarch or in the church. But otherwise, you were kind of trying to hide yourself from the elements, and it was a more necessary piece of your attire. So that has been my TED Talk on medieval helmet... thread talk? Okay, I guess thread talk is what we're going with. For ye olde threads. As I've bored you probably all to sleep. So, anyway, I'm a huge nerd about these things. And, yeah, so I guess I could get eventually into the various kinds of medieval head coverings, but I think I've done enough for now.
Sun is a deadly laser. Zalzabub, have you seen the no?
The sun is a deadly laser.
In the Discord, because I know Zalzabub's in the Discord. We have a no emote. It's just no. Because the sun is a deadly laser. I haven't watched that in a while. I should.
It's a good.
Harper's got
short.
the Wellerman song stuck in my head because I recently
You're welcome.
listened to it because Google was like, "You like weird shit? Here you go." And I'm like, "Yeah, I actually do like sea shanties. I have thalassophobia. I hate the ocean. I don't like being on ships. I will get seasick,
Ooh,
but I like those songs. The only problem is you can't actually like harmonize at all over VoIP because of voice delay.
That's true. Actually, I had a friend that figured that out. I don't know how she did it, but she did. We were doing an SCA event online in the middle of COVID, and she basically planned out an entire 5-part choral piece over Zoom. It was really impressive.
Yeah, especially given what I thought you made it sound like, yeah, she figured it out. I'm like, I figured it out too. What the hell? We all know that you can't sing over VoIP because you meant she figured out how to sing over VoIP and not have to, and there wasn't any problems with latency.
There were problems with latency, but
okay.
she factored that into the performance.
There were just lulls that were musical portions before you started, and then when you heard the note, you started.
And basically everyone held a very particular note set to a very particular pitch.
Yeah.
And then people would wait a certain duration and then start their individual part.
They sang with back-off algorithms.
They did. They did. It was really impressive. She got her laurel for it, which in the SCA is basically an internationally recognized award. So, yeah.
Or the SCA is international? Of course it is.
Yes, of course it is. We've got kingdoms in the United States, in England, which is Drachenwald, in Australia, which is Lochak, and oh my gosh, there are kingdoms in other places too, but I can't remember in this moment because it's 9:30 and I'm tired.
Come on.
Raz says in high school, all the guys would pack into the men's room while changing for gym and sing sea shanties. Yeah, I bet the acoustics were amazing with all that tile.
Yeah, I probably sing my best performances in the shower, to be honest.
Somebody building? Someone's building. I'm going crazy with that wooden mallet. Going Amy Rose on that shit. That is a rough structure. But it's all we need to keep rain off stuff. Complete with stone footers.
Yeah, look at that foundation.
Are you waiting on... Yeah, someone's going to go. First of all... Wait, yes, that actually does get a market stall. But this is what happens is they go through their... Oxen are really important early game because they're the ones hauling the timber. And because we started so strangely far away, it's taking the oxen a sec to get over here. New mercenary companies available. This is what it looks like if you try to hire mercenary companies early in game. You actually get options because the Baron hasn't just fucking bought them all already.
Mm. I do really like the dedication to heraldry. That makes my heart happy.
Yeah. Harper's happy about these. The Brotherhood of the Forest, the Ravenous
Yeah.
Vultures, the Brigands for Hire.
So my husband Innes is the actual herald. He'd be able to be like, oh yes, that is a bear passant, a field vert, blah 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 blah. But I'm just like, it's pretty.
Yeah, I think I remember that happening where it started talking about heraldry. And I'm like, those sure are words. Maybe. Actually, some of those I'm not sure about. Those may have once been words.
So, for instance, yours is a field azure, a fox's head erased, or.
Yep, those may have been words.
They sure fucking
I
work.
knew some of them.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hey, Clockwork. Yeah, honestly, I've got the better portion of a holly tree just still sitting in the garage. For those of you who've watched the helmet cam streams, you've seen it on the ground because I'm like, no, the wood is just too expensive to not have here.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to chop it up and do something with it, maybe plane it. But first it needs to dry out, which I'm sure it's
and
good
that
and dry
takes
now.
time.
Yeah. Actually, I was about to say, no, a whole ass tree. I don't know. That might have to sit a full summer. Has it? No, that was last.
It's been a full summer.
Yeah, okay. So it should be done by now. I just don't have a planer yet. It's one of the things that is going to have to be moved so that I can get all the lumber set up. I was supposed to do it today, but I was so damn tired. Like, that's why we started a couple minutes late today.
Summer doesn't help. It's hot. It's humid. It's nasty.
Is it humid? See, that's the thing is I can't use that excuse. Heat doesn't bother me. It has to be like 40
heat
degrees
bothers me a
centigrade
lot.
before it starts to bother me. Especially if I've got like tunes in. Even I generally like high speed tunes, but even sea shanties will work for me. Which I guess that makes sense because they worked to those while they were singing.
I was about to say they were literally made to be working songs.
Hey,
So
get this up and running now since our shit is getting wrecked.
did y'all stay up late, Ox?
Bro,
asks Raz.
I ran away from the day star. I was talking to Sky until
You were
6 here.
talking to the sky.
No, SkyTown.
I undermeant what you said. I was being facetious.
I don't know, Harper. Yeah, that's about the noise you made when you woke up.
Wait, really?
No.
Okay. I genuinely don't know what you heard.
I'm generally like questioning if I actually heard it.
Did you?
There was some mythical creature. I had earbuds in because I went upstairs at like 6 and turned on the TV, but I threw a different set. I have so many earbuds connected to so many different devices and hooked those in so I wouldn't wake anybody up. And through the earbuds, I heard, I'm not going to try to make it. It sounded like a pterodactyl mixed with like a wolf or something. And I was like, what the fuck did the gerbils just do? Because it came from that direction. And I was like, oh, right, Harper's sleeping here. Was that Harper? But it was like, imagine a pterodactyl wolf trying to yawn, but also growling. And I was like, the fuck was that?
You're welcome. I genuinely don't know because I'm not fully aware when I'm waking up. So
I mean, myself included, I remember I was told afterwards, and I'm like, you guys are full of shit. And they're like, no, you did that. They went to wake me up after a LAN party. And apparently they said, I was like, why the fuck? Because I woke up and I'm like, I come downstairs and this is back when LAN parties were a thing. So like the entire living room was just full of computers.
yeah.
And they're playing games. I'm like, why did you assholes wake me up? And they're like, we tried. What the hell do you mean? It's like, we stopped when you swung at us. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
You swung at Chip. I'm like, no, I didn't. You're full of shit. And
I'm
like,
sure you did.
Yeah.
Because at one point I went to wake up my husband Innos, and I don't know what the catalyst was, but it was a
Pterodactyl screeching.
No, he just swung at me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. So
Mandy noises are vague and weird chatter. Harper noises are vaguely frightening.
yeah, it's the morning demons.
Confusing. What the fuck? Are you guys still waiting on? You're waiting on a rock.
Single rock.
A single rock.
I
mean,
want a rock. Rock.
Shouldn't the rocks have been delivered first? Where the fuck are you putting this rock that everything else isn't already on top of it? Is it this?
I want to rock.
If they're gonna put this rock here across the top. I mean, I understand. Early access. Yes. String.
Have you marked the joist for the rafters already?
String is actually quite complex. It depends on what you want to make it out of. What do you want to make your string out of, Fox?
Watch your head there.
Well, we don't have linen, so it's going to be tree bark.
Ooh, okay. So what you do there is typically you take linden bast
If I have to spend
and you
another
process
week
it.
in Albert's barn,
So
I'll
bark
be
is
free.
basically a series of fibers.
With his wife.
Wood, by and large, is
Not just a series of fibers, Harper.
It is. It is.
No, wait, I got the quote wrong. It's not just a big plant. It's a series of fibers.
It is a series of
like the internet.
fibers. Ah, you're the worst. Like a German sausage. Anyway.
I like how you think that it's just like, oh, if you're going to do that, you have to use a linden bast. Yes, hold on. Let me just spin around and find a specific linden bast, as though I'm not just going to find like whatever tree is available that happens to strip properly.
I mean, the other alternative is using linen to make actual rope.
I mean, you can use birch.
You
To
can use
turn it
birch.
into but Harper's like yes, well, for the proper
Oh my
rope,
God. Okay,
you
fine.
need to make
Linden
sure that
or
you could
birch, whichever.
linden. Is that why they're called linen and linden, because they're so good for making different types of rope? Yeah, because
don't
Raz
think
to
so.
say hemp.
Yeah, hemp is a good alternative too. But
Fibers all the way down.
it is all fiber. Anyway.
But no, you have to use linden bast.
So my point is that spinning is actually a very important thing.
Is this smooth enough?
Thanks for attending my thread talk now. Basically what you do is
With Harper, it all comes down to strings.
it does come down to
That's
strings.
why her name is
I-
Harper.
Marked the
Yeah,
joist for
I
the
play an
rafters already?
instrument with strings. I do lots of things with strings. Strings are my life.
I do wood and metal, so this
Wood
is
is
why
string.
we're gonna build a compound on the top, and or actually
Pass
probably
me
that
the
would be in a
hammer.
valley, not on top of a mountain.
Please make it a
And
valley.
we're
yeah.
all gonna have just this marketplace with our artisan studios that we go out to and
Need to
just
dig the foundation
recreate
deeper.
medieval
Can I-
times.
Can I have goats, please?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I-
not like we have
I-
an HOA.
I met someone who breeds Angora goats, and I've been inspired today. I need to convince my husband to let me have goats.
String theory expert.
No. So, all right. So the way that rope was typically done was you
Solid as a
take
rock,
plant fibers,
twice as heavy.
especially hemp, linden bast, sisal, sometimes linen, but primarily those three: the linden, sisal, and hemp. And you basically beat them into submission. I'm not kidding. Like, you beat them until they're soft. And then there are a bunch of people who basically soak them until they are pliable, and you spin them together, like you twist them into a single piece of cordage. And then you spin and twist that into about a 4-ply piece of cordage. And then you do that again into an 8-ply piece of cordage.
You're basically breaking up the fiber. You do need the fibers to remain somewhat long, otherwise it won't
Yeah.
bind.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, you're trying to get them. Oh shit! I just didn't realize the trading post can't be off the King's Road. It shouldn't.
Anime is so informative. Yes, you're correct.
I learned that from Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone was a good anime. Harper, did you see it?
I did not know.
And
Oh, man.
you just got here too. Sorry. I mean, you had a good run.
I mean,
Next.
to be fair, so for a while, playing the harp, I did a fair bit of cosplay, and this is my dirty secret. Don't hate me for this. I cosplayed as Sheik from The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, but I had never actually played a single Zelda game. But I knew a lot of the
Banned.
songs. I know, banned. I've ever. Well, like, and the embarrassing thing was that my cosplay was good enough, especially because I had a harp and I was playing the music. There were people like, "Oh my god, you're so cool. What's your favorite Zelda game?" I'm like, ugh, oh no.
Quick, somebody give me a line.
Quick, someone give me a line. I was like, Ocarina of Time, obviously. They're like, "Yeah, that's cool, man." I was like, "Ooh."
But did you play the song to stop the moon from crashing in and then rickroll the entire Facebook community?
I did not reach that level of awesomeness, no. But
I have to find that video. It probably looks like a potato.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook's archive somewhere, regrettably.
Chad has. I've never shared that story with Chad before.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty good video, but then trying to explain it without all the nuance. Imagine a full video that was nothing more than
It's like 5 layers of onion
yeah,
in a Facebook group.
and so many inside jokes in a video that was like 2-3 minutes long that I put together, and it's
Is
like
it worth it?
you can't. I can't explain this to you.
You could try.
It would take a bit.
You could do a video essay. You could start publishing content.
I would have to then not, stay up until 6 in the morning chatting or streaming to be able to edit videos or get literally anything else done.
Yeah, that's the definition of producing content. Welcome
Yeah.
to the internet. Now you see why I don't do it.
You guys are not keeping up. You guys need people to pull this stuff out of here.
Oh, you're talking to your peasants. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought you were shit talking to me. I was like, bro, you want to fight?
Sure, let's go.
Cool.
Let me get the helmet cam on so that everybody gets like an FPS. First person striker. Get to work, lads. I love the accents in this swing from like Cockney to New South Wales.
Yeah, it's really interesting because apparently Shakespearean English, which is Elizabethan English, actually sounds the best and most consistent in an Appalachian region accent.
Oh, did I just fuck us over?
I have no fucking clue what you just said.
I said, did I just fuck us over?
Oh, okay.
Almost. I built the woodcutter's lodge because that looks like lumber to me, not firewood. It's not split. And I do that every single time. You need a logging camp, you're fucked. So I have to... If I demolish this, construction resources will be refunded. Hold up. I've never done it in the beginning of the game before, but I've certainly done it in the past. Yes, okay, fuck. I was like, why am I not getting any logs? I assigned people to do this, get it taken care of. I didn't make a woodcutter's.
There's no log for Jay here.
Alright.
If I have to spend another winter in Alpha
So we had plenty of firewood. Yeah, if I had run out of logs and couldn't destroy enough to get a logging camp back up, you're fucked.
Just hire beavers.
Just wait. Just someone goes out and they just watch beavers, waiting for them to they chop it down, and then rush out there and
Beavers
chase
are
them
great
away.
at logging, yeah.
Yeah, steal the logs.
Who approved this construction plan? A blind man?
I'm gonna rename my log directory to beavers.
No, just switch to the /DAM. Not log, just damn.
Just damn.
Why? It's covered in logs.
Damn.production.log. Which is usually what we're saying when we're looking at production logs, to be fair.
Damn and what the fuck. Number of what the fucks per minute. Maybe I forgot to clean my car headlights. Braz, are you just like gonna hit it with soap and water, or are you gonna actually buff it? Because cleaning car headlights that have UV damage, that's a process. I have to get back on that if it isn't already too late to try to recover it. I need some like UV film over the top, like UV preventative film over the top of it. I'm gonna be pretty unhappy here about not having homes, but that was the whole purpose of getting this logging camp up and running.
If I
I
had to
mean,
spend another winter in Albert's
I feel like it's very fair to be pissed off about not having a home.
Yeah, they don't want to live in tents, but
That is
I'm
pretty intense.
ha.
You love me, shut up.
That was set back. Or this is setting us back.
Come along,
The
mate.
the hell was that noise? For cross sake. So I'm gonna have to do them one at a time. I don't want to do them one at a time. I want to be able to plot out what I'm gonna do ahead of time.
Priority setting. Ye old sprint.
Why do I have to carry this?
Ye old scrum master. God, that's even worse. I'm so
The
sorry.
Taskmaster.
It is the Taskmaster. For those of you who watch Taskmaster, I have to say, Taskmaster New Zealand is by far the most unhinged.
I think they even said that themselves.
But
Didn't they say this one was like they compared it to the BBC one? They're like, this is more unhinged.
I think it is. But that's also because they had a task that was do the stupidest thing, and one contestant broke a bone, and the other contestant stuck a piece of themselves into a toaster. So, you know, judge for yourself.
Come on, laddie.
Anyway, this is not awkward at all as you figure out your dimensions for... What is this? More housing?
Some housing. We don't have any housing. They had tents.
Very
This
intense.
is the beginning of tenting. And yeah, I thought I'd already had plenty and this was not going to be an issue. And I was like, I'll just let that go. It'll run. It'll be fine. No, they were cutting firewood. They were chopping down trees. They
Narrative
weren't-
voice. It was not fine.
Yeah. So now one family will start putting the houses together. People are going to be very upset. This is going to be the lowest probably approval I will ever have. And that's going to take a bit to undo before people start moving in. But such is life. Why are you going all the fucking way over there? The road goes right this way, you idiot. Do I have to put a road back here
You
so
have
it's better?
to educate your peasants. That's the trade-off.
Where even is the unassigned family? What are they? They better be building some... They're probably actually running the oxen. No, I
Do you
think
want
about it.
people who can think for themselves, or do you want to tell people what to do all the time? Heck,
If I had to spend another winter in Albert's farm,
Is with if they're educated, they might rise up against you.
you have to pick and choose. That's the trade-off.
What happened to the bread? Is all the bread still getting fucked because they're just grabbing
fuck the
berries?
bread.
Oh, it's just the rocks and the lumber. That's fine. I do not recommend educating the peasants. We tried that. Now look at where we are. Harper, are you going to turn into a bear? You kind of got that weird noise in the beginning. I don't know if that was actually a bear. I would not have compared it to a bear,
A
but
bear?
brave.
What are you... Oh, you're referencing the Scottish accent.
Uh-huh.
Alright, you have to understand that my adoptive yes, we are both Sadock, but we're not half bad at a Scottish accent.
Which is Scottish accent?
Huh?
I mean, there's more than one accent in each country.
There is, but the generic Scottish accent. Again, we're Sassenach.
The
I'm
Amer-
not
the-
saying we're good at this.
The generic Scottish accent. Alex, is this the generic Scottish accent?
Though the Sassenach are a foul and a treacherous lot, there's one lass among them shall ne'er be forgot.
I would say
A
that
fine noble
whatever the
lady,
generic
so fine
accent
and
is in a
goodly.
country is the one that that country thinks is their generic accent. Then there's just the one that the Americans hear and like associate with the most. And just because Americans think it's the generic accent, doesn't mean shit.
With me. The tower of Pisa stood straight as a pine till the night lady lie abed drank too much wine. The tower she mistook for Sir Walter Raleigh. Now that tower's as limp as a tower can be. The Sassenach are a foul and a treacherous lot. There's one lass among them shall ne'er be forgot. A fine noble lady so high and courtly. Come and lie, lady, lie a bit, lie here with me. That's the cleanest of the verses that my adopted dad wrote, and so I'm going to stop there.
Man, you need to draw a curtailed, themed, I guess, what are they called? I was going to say ferret, but I was like, there are other terms for cat snake.
I like being an ermine, thanks, because during the winter they are completely pale with just a black tail tip, and then we camouflage in the summer.
Okay, it's still a cat snake.
It is a cat snake, except that ermine are a little bit more vicious. I love them. They kill things so readily. It was actually really funny at one point. So my profile picture at work is, of course, an ermine, because why wouldn't it be? And someone was messaging me about a technical problem, and we're in the middle of troubleshooting this thing. And he's like, hey, so your profile picture, is that an ermine? And I was like, oh, you got it. He's like, okay, because I saw a documentary about them recently. I was like, I'm so happy that you know. He's like, yeah, they have like the most killing power per pound. I was like, yes, they do. So, I don't know. It just made me really happy. And then another guy had a mantis shrimp as his, and I was like, is that a mantis shrimp? He's like, I'm so glad that you asked. And I was like, oh boy, I'm in for a ride.
Yeah. I was waiting for, I'm so glad that you got it, not, I'm so glad that you asked. Oh no, what have I done?
What have I done indeed? It was worth it though.
What are you shitheads doing? Grab the damn, oh, you're waiting. So you guys both have guides. This oxen has lumber hooked up to it, but it's waiting for a guide. Are you fucking serious? And you guys won't go grab a log because this one is already here, but has no guide available.
I don't know, are you fucking silly? That sigh is everything I live for, thank you.
Are you the guide? Thanks, Heinz. Where the fuck were you? Heinz was like, this wasn't even my fucking fault.
That is not my job.
Yeah, look at this. All that. You know, this is the mixing bowl. It's just traffic in general.
I feel like you need more logistics.
I think we have too much logistics. We have more efficiency. All that. We only need 2 more oxen now to bring back the extra logs for the last house. Well, at least approval is going up. Or no, I think it's just because it's a new day. Oh, wait, yeah, some people would have moved in, so yeah, it's going up. It'll still take a bit.
I'm very proud of you. Good boy.
Shit.
The Clockwork Coyote. How coordinated I am this evening. Step 1. Set up Keurig to make coffee. Step 2. Go into the other room to do something. Step 3. Hear the coffee finish pouring. Step 4. Return to kitchen. Step 5. Open the toaster oven to look for coffee. You know what? Honestly, I've been there. I sympathize, Clockwork Coyote. I sympathize.
Unhandled exception.
Task failed successfully.
And then step 6. look in the toaster oven and try to remember why the fuck you're looking in the toaster oven. What the fuck was I doing? Why am I here? Why did I walk into this room?
Step 7, demon noises.
Yeah. I know, like, metadata is I can make pterodactyl noises. I don't know that I would have to practice to do it, I think, again.
Would you like help?
I don't remember if it hurt.
It ought not to hurt. If
I
makes
also
you
know
feel
it bothers
any better.
Mandy, so I don't do it that much.
Pointer error encountered. Toaster coffee not found. Very true.
You know, the weird thing is I was just telling somebody about a little device that I couldn't understand what the hell it was in somebody's office. It was this Robin's Eggs blue thing, and I think it was a toaster/coffee maker combined, but it looked like it was made for the Jetsons. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Do you have a mass spectrometer? And oh, that's a toaster / other thing. Okay. So it's just weird that the toaster coffee thing came up. So technically, I guess that wouldn't be a toaster oven. That's
Actually.
You know what, Harper? You see this right here?
Oh no. What have I inspired? Is that a well?
You can just jump right in that.
Yeah, fuck you.
You made this bed, now fucking it.
Look straight to you.
I don't even remember what the comment was.
No, was you built this bed now fucking it?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Harper
it was
misheard
the build.
something either Harper said or that Mandy said to me or that I said to Mandy.
No, because you repaired Mandy's bed so that she wouldn't have bug parties on her face in the middle of the night anymore.
Correct.
And so you're like, I arrived rather late last night in preparation for Mandy and I participating in a social thing today. And we were doing the whole like, oh, we have to go to bed, to which Fox, having zero patience, was like, go the fuck to bed. Which I did my very best to. And I hear from across the way, I built you that bed, now go fucking sleep in it. To which I was like, I've definitely expected. I built you a bed, now go fuck in it. And I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Harper just hears what she wants to hear.
You know, I'm totally not stealing your wife. Go away.
You know? Yeah. Or houses.
Way more houses.
That way people have something to do.
It's really interesting. So, yes, individual houses were not uncommon during this period, but far more common was building an actual castle and having people basically sleep in the Great Hall.
I'll get to that.
I'm sure you will.
I haven't figured out where we're going to put the manor yet.
Mm.
I mean, it is called Manor Lord, so I have to do that, but, you know, we're just going to...
Failure of a manor lord you are.
Well, I need a village before I can lord over it.
It does take a village to raise a lord,
lordling.
I guess.
I don't remember what I was watching someone play, but they called them a lordling, and I'm like, that's the most insulting...
That is the worst. Why would you do that?
Because she was a little pissy bitch, and I thought it was funny. And I was like, imagine calling someone a lord, but also a ling. You little lord. You little chibi lord. He's a good little lord. You can say that without probably, I don't know, having somebody have to change their pants. Maybe.
I hate everything about the last 3 sentences.
Excellent. I'm doing my job.
Good.
Girl.
Do it better.
Good grill. That's what I was saying, a good grill.
Good. Good grill marks on that steak of yours.
Okay,
I'm stealing some vodka.
Hope it doesn't what? It wasn't sweet last time. Might have been to you. Imagine getting like some kind of mutation in your tongue where just things that aren't supposed to be sweet just sound sweet. Yeah.
I might just be that Russian.
Damn, this gambeson looks good on me. Maybe I just look good in this gambeson.
Both? Both is good.
Both is good. I look bad out of the gambeson, but I look better in this damn thing.
The librarians, to best of recollection, I figured out what the toaster is for, other than burning down the national forests. Ouch.
Wait, was toaster capitalized? Is that somebody's title?
No.
Where are you? I'm the toaster. I'm here to toast stuff.
So apparently Smirnoff is just really sweet to me.
The Tito's ain't. The toaster of Albuquerque.
Is Smirnoff what's in that bottle?
No, it's Tito's.
Oh, is it Tito's?
Yeah.
Why is Tito's sweet?
Oh. I thought you just tried Tito's and were like, I mean, in fairness, yeah, I took it off. I don't know, because it's...
That
Do you
tastes
generally
like,
have corn vodka?
No, literally, it tastes like sugar to me.
When was the last time you had sugar? You may have some kind of rare taste bud mutation where
Hey,
Bernie...
don't, no.
You know,
don't,
I
no,
mean-
don't do this to me.
Maybe
Nope.
it's it doesn't taste like sugar to you. Maybe it tastes
Nope.
like corn
Ah,
syrup.
shut up, Sadock.
Corn syrup.
No, stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Stop.
I'll make demon noises in your microphone.
I'll make gremlin noises back. And all of chat will leave, and then I can stop streaming.
And then you'll just have another community night. It'll be great.
Oh. Honestly, people seem to like the community night.
I'm sure they did.
It only got weird like once.
I
Even when
wasn't
somebody,
even there to cause it.
Yeah.
Damn.
even when somebody asked, what was everybody's? Did anybody have a? How was it phrased? I'm gonna go back and check right now because that was funny. What
Ugh,
was the
God,
question?
Cheetos is disgustingly sweet. Okay.
It's not sweet. It's
Yes,
just
it is.
vodka.
No, it's
He's
sugar.
vodka. He's not.
It's a sugar liquor.
I mean, technically, it has
Do you
sugar
really
alcohols.
want to argue this with
Do you know
me?
what sugar alcohols are?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
do
know.
know.
But I mean, Harper, you know what? Just go into gaming. Anybody on our Discord right now can go into the gaming, click on the little voice bubble next to the word gaming #1 and see without context of voice, because a lot of people were in chat and not actually saying things. And just out of context get, especially Raz's Nala Hakuna Matata's looking GIF